Kal Kadosh, Erev Tov. Kinyan Masechta, Masechet, Taanit, Taftet Amud Aleph. We're first going to start with a Hazara on that which we learned yesterday. Yesterday we said Aser Ta'aser. You are going to, this is also in the name of Rabbi Yohanan. The name of Rabbi Yohanan. What does it mean when it's written? Aser Ta'aser.
Give the ma'aser.
Aser bishvil shetita'asher. Give ma'aser to become rich. So Ashkeche Rabbi Yohanan li'enuka deresh Hakish comes Rabbi Yohanan. Any Ashkeche is to find. So he found the Yenuka. Nowadays, you know who the Yenuka is. What's the name of the Yenuka? Because Yenuka means Yanik is very young, right? To suckle, right? When they want to talk about a meneket is a nursing woman. The child is Yonek. Yonek is he's nursing. So therefore, the Yenuka means a young one. The young child, he saw a young child of Resh Lakish. And remember that this is his nephew. Elmaleh, and he tells him, Emili psukech, give me your pasuk. What does that mean? Tell me what you're learning. Yeah, what are you learning? You come and you see a boy come out from yeshiva. What are you learning? And all of a sudden he comes and he tells you something. That's a sign. HaKadosh Baruch Hu just gave me a sign. Elmaleh psukecha, tell me your pasuk. Elmaleh, so the child comes and he tells him, Aser ta'aser. Elmaleh, so he tells him, what? So the child comes and he says, Aser ta'aser. Now the child asks Rabbi Yohanan, and he tells him, okay, but what's the explanation in Aser ta'aser? Why does it say it twice? So Elmaleh, Rabbi Yohanan answers the child, his nephew, and he says, Aser b'shvil shetita'asher. Elmaleh, so he tells him in Allah, how do you know that? It's a beautiful saying, but how do you know this? So Elmaleh, he says, Zil naseh, go try it out. What do you mean, how do I know? Experience, try it out. Zil naseh, go test him. Elmaleh, so the child asks Rabbi Yohanan, his uncle, can you test HaKadosh Baruch Hu? Since when can you test HaKadosh Baruch Hu? V'aktiv it's written, Lo terasu et Hashem, don't test Hashem. So Elmaleh, so he said, Hachi amar Rabbi Oshaya, this is what Rabbi Oshaya said, Chutz mizo. Except for this. This is the only thing that you're allowed to come and you're allowed to test HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You cannot test HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Nothing. One thing only. The ma'aser. You give the ma'aser and you're going to test him. Shneimar, Haviyot kol ma'aser. Bring all the ma'aser to the bet outside. V'terev beveti, and I'm going to have the food in my house. U'chanun and you're going to test me with this. Amar Hashem Tzevakot, says the God of the legions, if I'm not going to open up for you the windows of the heaven, and I'm going to empty out for you a beracha, right, without end. What does it mean, abilidai? Amar Rabbi Chama bar Amar Rav, says Rabbi Chama bar Amar Rav, ad shivlu sof tutechem inomar dai, until your lips are going to say die. It's already enough. So Elmaleh, so he comes and he says, if I would have gotten to that pasuk, right? If I would have gotten there, be'emet, I wouldn't have needed you, nor your rabbi. I wouldn't have needed anything. Meaning the child comes and he says, you know what, if I would have gotten to that pasuk, it's pashut. It's right there. You don't need anything. Okay? And then afterwards also found Rabbi Yochanan to the child of Resh Lakish that he was sitting and he said, Ivelet Adam tisalef tarko, v'al Hashem yizaf libo. What does that mean? Ivelet Adam tisalef tarko, v'al Hashem yizaf libo. He says, Yativ Rabbi Yochanan v'kametma. So Rabbi Yochanan was sitting and he asked, how could it be? An Ivelet Adam means that sometimes a person, they sin, and they have such a tipshut, they have such a foolishness, that they're not going to understand what's going on. They're going to get upset at Hashem. It's like, you're getting upset at Hashem. What are you getting upset at Hashem for? Get upset at yourself. Right? So he comes and he says, Ivelet Adam, the foolishness of a human being. Tisalef Tarko is going to remove him from his path. Ve'al Hashem is up, and on Hashem he's going to be angry. So Yativ Rabbi Yochanan kamitma. So Rabbi Yochanan sitting and he says, He comes and he says that there exists something which is not which is only written in the Ketubim, and it's not, right? And it's not hinted in the Torah. Right? What's going on? So he says, Elmaleh, he says, Atu Halom, the child of Rabbi Yochanan, the child of Rish Lakish, answers his uncle, and he says, what? It's not hinted? For sure it's hinted. Vakativ. Their hearts came out, and they were all afraid. Yeah? And they said, what did Hashem do to us? Says the Gemara, Vaktiv, it's written. So basically what happened was the brothers, they were all afraid. Right? Why? They found the money, they found everything, the goblet in the sack of Binyamin, and their heart comes out, and all of a sudden they come and they say, why is God doing this to me? Why is God doing this to us, really? Because they were... Now, says the nephew of Rabbi Yochanan, right? Says the nephew of Rabbi Yochanan to Rabbi Yochanan, Ribbon Shalom, what are they getting upset for? They sold Yosef. They came, they did an Avirah. If you do an Avirah, you're going to be punished. What are you saying? Why did God do this to me? Oh, why did God do this to me? Why? Because Ivelet Adam Tesalef Darko. When a person, his foolishness, right? When a person does an Avirah, it's mitamtemet alev. It comes and it puts them foolishness. And then all of a sudden, when Hashem punishes them, they're like, why did he do this to me? Well, wake up and smell the coffee. You didn't realize what just happened? You just said, you did it to yourself. What do you, I did it? Hashem, what are you telling to Hashem? So, dalene v'chazabe. So what happens? So all of a sudden, Rabbi Yochanan, he wants to pick up his eyes because he wants to see his nephew. Yeah? He wants to see his nephew. He wants to see this boy. And comes the mother, Atia Yimeh, the mother comes, a pikten, she took him away. Why? Amrale, she tells the child, Tami, come here, get away from here. Yeah, that he shouldn't see you. Why? That he shouldn't do to you what he did to your father. Meaning, Rabbi Yochanan's own sister is telling her son, get out of here. I don't know, it's her son. It's her son. It's the sister. The sister of Rabbi Yochanan, she comes and she tells her son, get out of here. I don't want my brother to see you, because if not, it's too dangerous. He'll kill you like he killed your father. Yeah? Because there, again, we already explained, the reason why is because Rish Lakish, he died because Rabbi Yochanan looked at him, because it looked as if that Rish Lakish was mizalzel in the kavod of Rabbi Yochanan. It means even though Rish Lakish was a student, at the beginning he was a student, but then afterwards he became his chavruta. And then afterwards, sometimes what happens is that even though you forget, and all of a sudden, he's my friend. You understand? Like, well, he's your friend. He's a big rabbi. What do you... And then what happens? Once you're mizalzel, you disgrace, chayamita. That's it. So Rabbi Yochanan looked at him, he killed him. He killed him. Now, Rabbi Yochanan did not want to do that. Obviously, it happened because of his kpeda, because of his, that he was strict upon him, meaning that he was upset, but that's what happened. Okay? The Amar Rabbi Yochanan, says Rabbi Yochanan, okay? Matar. What does it mean now? Matar. Matar is bishvil yachid. Matar, it rains even for an individual. Remember that at the beginning we brought down 5 different things that Rabbi Yochanan said to do with the rain. One of those things was to do with the army, that once it starts raining, the army stops. Number 2 was tzedakah. Tzedakah, if a person comes and he says he's going to give tzedakah and he doesn't give tzedakah, it won't rain. Because that person is saying a lot. He's coming, he's saying, I'm going to donate, and then he doesn't give it. What happens? It stops rain because of that. He's stopping rain in the world. Number 3, we said was ma'aser, what we just mentioned. And now we're bringing the parnas. Okay, so the first thing, right, we're going to speak about is the, this is now the 5th thing, which is to do with matar and the parnasa. Okay? So now he comes and he says like this. The first one was kibbutz kaliyot. I apologize. That when it rains, it's going to be that it's greater rain than even kibbutz kaliyot, when the Kodesh Baruch Hu is going to bring in all the Klal Yisrael together. Fine. So the 5th thing, matar. What does it mean, matar? Rains. It will rain for one person. So yesterday, Roneh Michal was the one that said it. That means it comes out that even if you have one tzaddik and everybody around, or whether they're Shaim, Goyim, doesn't matter what it is, it could rain just for that one tzaddik. Why? Because matar, rain, will come down for the zechut of one person. Matar bishvil yachid. Parnasa bishvil rabim. But to do with parnasa, which means a shefa, an abundance of parnasa, that only comes for a lot of people. It doesn't come for one person. Okay, because when we're talking about a parnasa, a big abundance, where's the proof? Says the Gemara. Matar bishvil yachid ichtiv yiftacha Hashem lecha. Hashem will open up for you. Lecha is in singular. Hashem will open up for you otzarot of what? To give the rain of your land. So you see from here that the rain is even lecha, even for you, singular. Parnasa though, one second, parnasa is bishvil rabim. Tichtiv says in a pasuk, Hinni mamti lachem lechem min hashamayim. Then I'm going to give to you guys lechem from the shamayim. We're talking about the manna. So there we're talking about parnasa. Now the manna, it says Hinni mamti lachem. I'm going to rain down for you, but in plural. Lechem min hashamayim. So that's why that's a proof that when we're talking about the parnasa, it has to be in plural.